Peace, my brothers and sisters in humanity. Another video, another day. I do have the time, I really do nowadays, and I'm happy with that actually, so I can destroy this lot here. A bunch of idiots. Anyway, let's go back and listen to some of it, a little bit, because that's not my subject. Today, I just want to prove that the Sunnis, yeah, are Hadith rejectors themselves, right? They are 100%, right? And I just brought you a couple of hadiths, right? Just randomly, uh, or randomly got them. So there's a lot more. I can go through hundreds and probably thousands as well. This lot reject their own hadiths, right? All right, let's listen a little bit what this guy is going to say first, because they love doing that. Hang on.
The first thing I want to mention is this common misconception about Bukhari, like it's being the only book of hadith that Muslims believe in, or that narrations of Bukhari are the only narrations we have. We just relied on what Bukhari himself said, right? We have many books that was written before Bukhari. The difference between Bukhari and the others is that Bukhari,
many books, and the fact is, there's no books, right? That's what I hate about this law. They're lying, man. There's no books. Even the Bukhari didn't write anything. Understand? Show me something written by the Bukhari, right? From your, I don't know, you've got a library somewhere, hidden somewhere, right? Show me one evidence that Bukhari, right, wrote anything about his hadiths. Because in your own books, his students that wrote the Bukhari we've got today. That's the first thing. The only one who's got a little bit, right, not even a book, right, is Imam Ahmed, right? He's the one, I think there is some evidence there. Because they lived like 1400 years ago. Nothing will last that long, do you understand? You know what I'm saying? Their own. I mean, if it existed in the first place, because there's you know what I mean? If it existed in the first place. But that's not the point, though. The point is not that. The point is lying, all right? There isn't, all right? If any Sunni, all right? I'm giving, look, I'm daring you, Sunnis, all right? Especially these Sunnis here who call themselves Dawah people, all right? I dare you to show people, all right? You're lying to. Anything, all right? Anything, any evidence that you had a book. Please, show evidence. Stop talking. As far as my research and 1,000 other people's research is, there is nothing, there isn't a single thing to prove the Bukhari existed, except stories. He didn't write anything. There's no books from him. There is no books from the Hadith. And know what proves it? What proves it? That you never, this Hadith was never written, all right, directly, all right, from the Prophet or from the Sahaba. It's your sanad itself. Your sanad proves nothing was written until years and years and years after. Right? Actually, the first books, the 4 books they've done before Bukhari, yeah? Imam Ahmad, Imam Malik, Imam Al-Hanafi, Imam... Those books, right, they are what the Muslims use to get their fatwa, right? Haram, halal, if I can do this, if I can do that, if I can do that, right? And they didn't use a lot of hadith, right, in them things. They didn't use a lot of hadith. They actually made them hadiths later. You understand? They made them a hadith later to suit the narrative. Do you know what I mean? So, this is what I've been taught, and this is what I know, and this is what the research say, right? This is what thousands of people say. There is no evidence, right? There is no, they have no evidence, either old or new, right? And not what proves it, yeah? These people are dumb because they don't think, you know? What proves it is the Senate itself. It's always 8, 7 people, roughly, right? 8, 7 people, 10 people, roughly, yeah? A chain. From this person to this person to this person to this person to this person. If it was written then, right? It would be from the Prophet, Abu Hurairah, and that's it. Because Abu Hurairah would have written down. He doesn't need to get it from somewhere else, isn't it? So Abu Hurairah wrote all these hadiths, right? And someone just copies that. Copies what Abu Hurairah done, all right? Because Abu Hurairah didn't say it to him. He actually wrote it down. So he can't say, Abu Hurairah. No, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It's from the Prophet to Abu Hurairah. So there's no sanad here. Right? It shouldn't be any sanad. It shouldn't be any 8 people. It should be 2, 3 people if it was written then. Right? But there isn't a hadith like that. It's always a long chain of people to the Bukhari. You know what I mean? So if I write a hadith, right, Abu Hurairah writing, right, whoever comes up after Abu Hurairah, he shouldn't say about himself because he's got the book. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got the book. So I'm not going to go now, whoever read the Bukhari, I go from a Bukhari to this guy, to this guy, to this guy. No, I'll just go, the Bukhari written that, not someone else from, not a long chain, you see, not a long chain, but they expose themselves though, they expose themselves. The sanad itself, right? But that's not my, I just want to prove this lot are hadith rejectors, right? From their own books, right? I like to do this, like we do to the Christians and the rest of them, right? There's a hadith in a Muslim, yeah? عن أبي سعيد الخدري أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لا تكتبوا عني ومن كتب عني غير القرآن فليمحه وحدثوا عني ولا حرج ومن كذب علي متعمدا فله أجره من الله, right? Because they always chop that last bit from this book because it's the same hadith, right? There's a few recitations, but it's the same thing, right? What does it mean is, it means the Prophet said, do not write anything about me, right? Except the Quran, right? Except the Quran. And if anyone wrote anything about me, right? Erase it, burn it, right? But you can talk about me. You see, you can talk about my manners and all that. You can, but do not write nothing about me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you start writing, right? That's what happens. What the Sunnis done. Right? This is against, they're going here against the Quran, right? Against the Hadith, right? They're trying to meddle and trying to squeeze and bring you another verse that means nothing with the other one and prove you that they might make this Hadith weak. They will play around, right? To suit the narrative from their own Hadith. So I'm not reading from the Quran, am I? From their own Hadith, right? The Prophet specially said here, do not write nothing about me. And then they had obviously they have the science of deleting shit, right? They delete the verses from the Quran. They cancel, so they can cancel any hadith they want. See, that's the trick here, right? They can cancel any hadith by writing another hadith. But for this one, right, there is no hadith that's against it. There's another hadith, very weak, but not very weak, because to me they're all weak, because they're all ahad, right? Look, and Abi Sa'id al-Khudri, right? It's one person from a prophet. One person. This is one person, right? From a prophet. Which is like, obviously there's the chain of narration. It's not all of it here. But I didn't want to say the whole narration and the whole thing and the whole thing. No, that's just too long. This video will be like 3 hours. But look for this hadith. If I'm lying, right? Look for this hadith, right? And then, right. And Ibn Umar. قال, right? When I say Ibn Umar, there's a chain of narration before this guy, right? About 8 or something, yeah? So this is the first person who heard it from the Prophet, right? And Ibn Umar قال خرج رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم معصوما رأسه فرقى درجات المنبر فقال ما هذه الكتب التي بلغني أن تكتبونها أكتاب مع كتاب الله. Okay, this is another hadith from Abu Hurairah. This is Abu Hurairah, right? That's the person we got 5,000 hadiths from, yeah? So the Prophet said, right? He said, this Ibn Umar said, the Prophet came out from somewhere. He had something around his head, right? And he, you know, the mambar, the one like steps in a mosque, they put like, you go up there, yeah? To do the khutbah and all that. So the Prophet Muhammad went onto the, climbed up the mambar and said, what is this books I heard that you're writing about me? Is there a book with the Quran? Is there another book with a book of Allah? It's like questioning them, right? And then what Abu Hurairah said, we actually gathered all them books and we burned them, right? That's Abu Hurairah himself, right? Even Abu Hurairah doesn't listen to the Prophet. He's supposed to be the biggest Sunni ever, but he doesn't listen to the Prophet. So after burning all this, and then he started writing again, right? Okay, this is Imam Ahmad, right? And Abi Hurairah قال, right? كنا قعودا نكتب ما نسمع من النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فخرج علينا فقال اكتبوا كتاب الله امحضوا كتاب الله وَخْلِصُوهُ أَكِتَابٌ غَيْرَ كِتَابِ اللَّهِ. This is another hadith from what? Abu Hurairah, right? He said we were sitting down, right? And then we were listening to the Prophet Muhammad, right? And he said, he came out from us. It's like the same before that, but it's a different version from the same person, right? From the same person, right? فقال اكتبوا كتاب الله. Like, write the book of Allah, right? وخلصوه. That's only him, right? خلصوه. إخلاص. That means right? فقال أكتاب مع كتاب الله. Is there another book with the book of Allah? Right? That's another question, right? There's even a hadith about Umar ibn Khattab or Abu Bakr, right? They gathered the sunnah, the hadith, not the sunnah, the hadith, and then they burnt them, right? And the famous hadith, right? The famous hadith that they lied about, they actually changed, right? It's in Muslim, right? It's in Muslim. Go to Muslim, you find this hadith, right? This one here. Clearly this one, nothing else, right? تركت فيكم ما إن تضلوا بعده ما تضلوا بعده إن اعتصمتم به. تركت فيكم أمرا. Yeah, إن اعتصمتم به فلا تضلوا كتاب الله. Right? So here, right? He said, I left for you something. If you followed it and hold on to it, you will never go astray. It's the book of Allah, the Quran, right? This is the hadith like this in Muslim, right? But obviously there is other versions. They added, the Shia added witrati, right? And then the Sunni added, in any, you won't find that. You won't find that anywhere. It's just because they made it famous. It's not written anything. There no sanad, nothing, right? No chain of narration about the hadith they actually say, right? They only switched this one and created 3 stories from it. So, as I said it before, the Prophet was telling this, right? This is khutbatul wada, right? He's saying it apparently to 3,000 people, right? 3,000 people listening to the khutbatul wada, the last sermon, right? And then, right? 3,000 people listening. They created a hadith, right? 3 versions of the hadith, right? One of them is in Muslim. The other 2, I don't know where they got it from. And the thing that makes you laugh is, right? Is 3,000 people heard the hadith. This hadith should be mutawatir. Do you understand? Should be at least mutawatir, but it's not. It's from Abu Hurairah or Abu something or someone. Do you know what I mean? Just one person. And he has 3 versions of it. How come 3,000 people, right, listening from one person, come out with 3 versions? And none of them like the other one. None of them like the other one, not even close. The other one's talking about, the Shia talking about his family, Ahl al-Bayt, right, Aitrati. The Sunni is talking about the hadith, which is, they say sunnati, but sunnati doesn't mean a hadith, right? It's the things I do, right? It's action, right? I keep saying it, yeah? Right? And then he came out with sunnati. It's supposed to be a hadith, because a hadith is not sunnah. A hadith is stories, right? Written by man, right? And then there is another hadith it's about Abu Hurairah as well, yeah? It's from Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal, right? رقم 6942 6942 right? الجزء الثاني صفحة 212 212 right? This is hadith number 6942, the second part in a page 212, right? He says, the Prophet said, from Abu Hurairah, أطيعوني ما دمت فيكم فإذا ذهب بي فعليكم بكتاب الله أحل حلاله وحرم حرامه. What he says here, obey me as long as I'm with you, alive. As long as I'm with you. But if I die, right, follow the book of Allah. Get the, basically get the, what God forbids from it, right? Right? It's like whatever is halal in the Quran, whatever in the Quran, it doesn't say haram, right? Don't make it haram, right? And whatever is haram, don't make it halal. So the only halal and haram and anything forbidden and not forbidden should be in the Quran. This is their prophet, right? Their prophet. This is what they go on about. Sunnah, 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 sunnah. They don't like these hadiths. They don't like them. And there's hundreds of them like that. That they have they have a hadith and there's something against that hadith, right? And then they play around the names, play around the imams, play around the shit, just to suit their narrative, right? So, if I am a hadith rejector, right, so are you. So a lot, because you try to say, hadith rejectors, like you believe in your hadith, right? You think they believe in their own hadith. They don't. They only pick up the hadith that they suit their narratives. They pick and choose from the Quran, and they pick and choose from the what they call Sunnah themselves. Right? Pick and choose. These people don't know where they are, mate. They don't know. They don't know what the hell are they doing. Completely lost. Completely lost. You know why? Why? Why do you think all that? Why? Why do you think all that? Because that's what they taught them. They didn't create anything. They didn't make anything. They didn't come up with anything new. They just read books, memorized them, and they're using them. They're not even. They take them left, they take them right, they take them down, they take them up, and they just follow. Doesn't matter even if he reads this hadith, what? أَطِيعُونِي مَا دُمْتُ فِيكُمْ. That means obey me as long as I'm with you. Even if I die, you only just obey the Quran, follow the Quran, right? Even if he reads that, and he's reading it, it's just clear completely. But they bring him something else, they tell him about something else or someone else, or tell him this hadith is weak, and all these hadiths still in their books. See? I said, that's why I'm astonished, right? If you think a hadith is weak, right, why is it still in your books? Why? Why is it still in your books? Just remove it. It's obviously weak, it's obviously useless. Why is it still in the book? Why? It just surprised me, why? Because it will come the day when you need it, when you need to make it sahih, you will make it sahih. You've done it a dozen times. I mean, Albani done it. Do you know what I'm saying? Albani done it like 30 years ago. So this lot, honestly, yeah, to the reverts or converts or something, do not follow this lot, man. They don't know nothing themselves. Whether they can know Arabic or don't know Arabic, or they pretend to know Arabic, or they pretend to know the Quran, these people are just muppets or puppets, whatever you want to call them. They don't know, right? Because look, right? They call all this science of hadith, science of this, right? We both know, we all know, right? Science has that word, not for nothing, right? That word means something. Science is something you see, you feel, you can test, you can retest, and you can see and you can follow it to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's science, and science develops, changes. That's what we call science. Science, it changes, it develops. It doesn't stand still for 1200 years. There's no science that stayed still, right, for 1200 years. So how the hell are we calling this science? When it's created by a bunch of people, right, that lived 1200 years ago. Because no matter what they tell you, there's no written hadith, right? No matter how much they lie, because they never give you, right, evidence. Because all the books now, even the 4 books, right, Imam al-Arba'a, the 4 books, none of them wrote the books. None of them wrote the books with their own hands. There isn't any evidence about what they're talking about. They're just saying rubbish. But I like to take them. Doesn't matter. There is. You have got evidence, and I believe you. Let's just say I believe them. But I've got a hadith here you don't even listen to. So why are they still a hadith still in your book? If you don't listen to them, right? So they're useless. If they're useless, like they say, oh, you're telling us there's the Quran, a verse from the Quran is useless, yeah? Is that what that's what they say, right? Well, we don't think any verse from the Quran is useless. Right? Absolutely not. But you think your hadith are useless because you don't even follow them. So you neither Quraniyun right? Like you call them, but you're not Sunni either. You're not Sunnis either. And this is nothing. This is just what, 5, 6 hadiths, right? 6 hadiths. I was randomly sitting here listening to this lot. I wrote them down. 6 hadiths just now. In the last 15 minutes. Right? I wrote this hadith 6. But if I go to other things like salat, like zakat, like oh my god, the way to pray, the way to wash, right? To wash. How to put your hand when you pray, where to put your hands when you pray, right? There's about 90 hadiths. Where you should put your hand when you praying like them, right? There's about 90 hadiths. They don't agree where to put your hands. Like it's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like that is a problem. You know when you do like tahiyya, right? Tahiyya with your fingers, right? There's about 7 hadiths about if you move your finger, if you don't move your finger, if you open your hand, if you open your arms, and they all contradict each other, and they all like stupid. If you go to zakat, the same. Salat, how we pray, it's even funnier, because you think these people have been praying the same for all this time, right? They should at least know how to pray properly in the hadith, isn't it? Yeah, you think there is the way we pray now, right? You think you'll find it in the hadiths, in the Bukhari, in the Muslims, but you don't. It's like this salat being created slowly, because if it was obvious, it would just one hadith should really complete it. Or the numbers of that they call it sujood and raka'at, right? Confusing everywhere, all over the place. You will not get the salat, right? And I dare you Sunnis, bring me the salat as you pray it today, right? From your hadith, with these details, right? From your hadith, please. And find me 2 that agree about the way you pray. 2 that agree exactly the way you pray. Dare you, man. Bring it. Instead of saying, you mad, you this, and your stupid comments at the bottom, yeah? Just answer my questions. Show me that I'm a liar, please. Call me a liar and show me why I'm lying. Right? If you think the hadith was written when the Prophet was there, right, or just after his death, show me your proof. Stop just talking and following like sheep. People come to me, you need pills, and someone, are you crazy? And Allah yahdik. Like, why? I don't need them comments, man. I don't need them comments. Because they don't help me or help you. You want to make a comment? Come on. Prove me I'm a liar about what I'm saying. Please prove me. Because I go straight to your books and get it from your books. Straight from your books. Right? I get it from your books. What are you going to call me a liar then? Call me a liar then. Go on. Because I go straight to your source. I know exactly where to go. Exactly where to go. Make a video, right? And tell me while I'm lying. Any of you here with beards and all you da'wah people, right? Where did I lie? I can make a mistake, yeah? Right? I can make a mistake, right? Like, because obviously I'm not editing anything. Sometimes I don't even listen to the video, right? I'm not editing, I'm not changing anything. This is live, right? Live. Proper live, right? That's why I do it this way. So you know it's live. I'm not tampering with it, am I? So I'm saying everything from the top of my head, right? So if I'm making mistakes, probably linguistically, yes, fine. Neither here or there. But all the information, all the ahadith, tell me all the ahadith don't exist, please. Tell me, please tell me these ahadith don't exist. And I don't care if you come up weak, not weak, because I don't believe in all of them. It's all ahad. You don't have a single mutawatir, single one. And actually, the one you think is mutawatir, the only one you think is mutawatir, is the one that لا تكتب عني ومن كتب عني غير قرآن ومن كذب علي متعمدا فله أجره في النار. That is the one. You don't listen to her. He accused us of being ignorant, right? Accused us of being we translate the Quran how we want, and we use Quran and out of context and that. Although they do that, we don't do that. We have no reason to do it because we're not trying to manipulate anyone. I'm not trying to get paid here, right? I'm not going to get paid. What this channel is, I swear, I will not get a penny from this channel, even if it goes to 200,000 people or 1 million people. I don't care. It's not going to go that far, no. But I'm just saying, I will not make a penny out of this because it's not money here. This is about guidance. I don't take money from guiding people. Do you know what I'm saying? Helping people, helping, not guiding. I don't guide. Allah is guide. So I probably ask a question just to. So I'm saying probably I make some people ask questions. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all. But you lot are there to make money. They all make money out of this. You know what I'm saying? Look at the books. Look at the books. You must love it. You have to love it. Look at that. Look at the books. Look at the bottom. How many books he's got. Look. Like he knows those. Like he read them all, right? And then he knows everything in them, right? This guy's sitting behind, I don't know, kitchen or something, and we've seen this guy here. We've seen him with books anyway. Him. I've done a video about him yesterday. It was this guy here. Right, he had these books, right? And this guy, I don't know what he's got. He's a kitchen behind him or something. Because they love books, putting books behind him, but like to seem smart, to seem like, oh look, he's read all the books. I swear to you, right? Probably hasn't read any of those. He's just listening to another imam. He's listening to his own imam. Probably read a few of them. The rest of them, you know what? Have you tried to read these books? Have you tried reading these books? Please try and read these books. I swear, I promise you, sometimes they're like being written by a 5-year-old. Honestly. The Arabic in them makes no sense. It's neither to do with the Quran or the Arabic we speak now. Most of it is gibberish, repetition, very repetitive. I mean, one hadith could have like 10 pages with 3 different versions. It's just, I don't know, science, yeah, this is science. Anyway, guys, if you want to put I don't want any stupid comments. I don't need stupid comments, you know what I mean? Show me you're smart. Call me, you can tell me call me a liar and say why I'm lying. Do you know what I mean? Tell me why I'm lying today, for instance, right? Tell me, why don't you use Sunnis before you write anything? Why don't you follow this hadith? Why? That the Prophet is telling you properly, right? Telling you clearly, right? There's no other books, man, except the Quran. Just follow the Quran. And don't obey me when I die, right? Like they say, Ati'ullah wa ati'ur Rasul, right? The Rasul is not Prophet Muhammad. The Rasul is the Risalah, man. It was the Prophet Muhammad before. It was the messenger before he died, right? But when he died, we follow the message. We don't follow the Prophet Muhammad the Nabi. We don't follow him. Because he's dead. His followers followed him. But we don't, he's dead. We don't follow dead men. How do I follow dead person? How? How do you follow dead person? So we follow the message. Because the Prophet has got nothing to do with the messenger. The message is for the messenger, the Prophet for his own people. Simples. Peace out.